Hello again, and thanks for joining us on our weekly COVID-19 call here for Davie County. We have our emergency operations team on the phone here today to give you a weekly update of all things COVID-19 related. From week to week, we try to give you the most recent and up-to-date information. If you have any questions that you'd like to see, we'll give you the means to get those to us every week. But today we have our usual lineup, and I'll go ahead and jump right in so we can be mindful of your time. So on behalf of the Board of County Commissioners and Assistant County Manager Robin West, we would like to welcome you this week. I'm John Eller, your County Manager, and we're going to just go ahead and turn it over to our presenters today to give you the updates that you're looking for. So Sheriff Hartman's going to be up first today to give you his update from his office. So Sheriff, welcome.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. Things are progressing well with the Sheriff's Office. Our call volume has continued to increase in general terms as more and more people are out moving around. The biggest update for COVID reasons at this time is the Chief Superior Court Judge has issued an administrative order that says anyone entering the courthouse must have a mask on. So if you have any business at the county courthouse with the clerk, probation officers, sheriff's office, magistrates, anybody inside the courthouse is required to, or entering the courthouse is required to wear a mask by order of the Chief Superior Court Judge. So just remember to bring your mask with you when you come to the courthouse. And that's all I have today, Mr. Eller.
Thank you, Sheriff. We appreciate your update. We'll move right now to Mr. Jeff Wallace, our Superintendent of Davie County Schools, who I know is in contingency planning mode right now. So, Mr. Wallace, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Mr. Eller, staff. Thank you again for this opportunity. Yes, sir. I think planning has become my full-time job. It is, we are definitely in unique times, which everyone involved here is in unique times, but I do want to share some fruits of our planning. Davie County Schools leadership staff shared with the Board of Ed last night or yesterday afternoon that if Governor Cooper directs schools to reopen in Plan B, which Plan B is at 50% occupancy, that Davie County Schools will operate on an A-day, B-day schedule. And that looks like Monday would be an A-day, Tuesday a B day, Wednesday would be a remote instruction for everyone, Thursday would be an A day, Friday would be a B day. Now, all of these plans are being rolled out, and this will be on our website soon. We just, again, shared this with the board yesterday, and we're sharing it out with staff today, and this information will get out to all parents tomorrow. Along with this A-day, B-day schedule, we do understand that there will be students and staff that are not able to return due to medical situations. So Davie County Schools will offer a virtual option for students and their families that will be strictly remote instruction beginning in August. So, and that's for any student that resides in Davie County. That is not necessarily just limited to our current students, but that's open to any student in Davie County. So again, I'd encourage you to look forward to more information coming. But again, we do not know if that was the plan until we hear from the governor. Which we had mentioned a week ago that we had anticipated the governor's announcement, which did not come. But we are anticipating to hear from the governor no later than July the 17th regarding which plan schools will operate under. And again, I reference plans. This information, you can find this on our website under the COVID or Safe and Secure link on our main webpage. Also, Davie County Schools has started Summer Learning Jumpstart that focuses on elementary school students that were behind academically when schools closed in March. They're operating at Coolamy and Cronancer elementary schools where we're serving children, obviously following all guidelines. And we're also providing virtual classes or virtual jumpstart learning for secondary students in math. That's any student from grades 6 through 12 can now receive online support throughout the rest of the summer. Davie County High School is in its second full week of allowing athletic workouts. I want to commend Athletic Director Mike Absher and the athletic training staff and their efforts to design a plan to protect students and staff that allows the student athletes to return to campus. Although the workouts are limited, and what I mean by that is we cannot throw a ball back and forth. So you think, how are we doing athletics without using a ball? Well, we're doing conditioning and a lot of team building and different things, but we're not sure what will happen with athletics for starting next fall. I know Commissioner Q. Tucker with the North Carolina High School Athletic Association had some information that was shared today. Still not sure what's going on, but it's great to have our athletes back on campus and our staff interacting. So far, it's gone very well. But I do want to say in both of the plans, all the plans that we've shared today, I want to commend Suzanne Wright and her willingness to review our plans and to give her stamp of approval or to push back on us with as we design the plans to reach kids. And again, John, great staff, great community, and anyone has questions, please reach out to us, and we'll keep plugging away and waiting and preparing as August 17th will come pretty soon. And that concludes my comments, John. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wallace. We appreciate you very much. We know it's been a moving target for you, so I know how difficult that is, but we do thank you again. Speaking of Ms. Wright, it's her turn to present here. So Suzanne Wright with Health and Human Services, we'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Eller. And Mr. Wallace, I want to say thank you too. Your staff has done an incredible job. I can't even begin to tell everybody what kind of planning and preparation has to go into every aspect of the school decisions and school planning. So I just appreciate all that you've done this year too. So thank you. There are 256 lab confirmed cases of COVID-19 recorded for Davie County so far since March. This is an increase of 31 positive cases since last week, since our last recording, actually. We currently have 67 active cases and 1 individual is hospitalized at this time. Also in Davie County, the racial and ethnic breakdown of cases over the past week shows 58% are among the white population, 29% among the Hispanic population, 6.5% in the Black community, and 6.5% unknown. This is a significant shift. Previously, we saw the majority of our cases coming from the Hispanic and Latinx communities, but we did see this shift this week in more cases among the white population. So also the state health director issued a temporary order this week requiring physicians licensed to practice medicine in the state and all laboratories that operate within the state to report negative results of COVID-19 to the state. Physicians and labs are already required by law to report positive cases, but now this order requires them to report both positive and negative results. The same order also requires any licensed, certified, or credentialed healthcare provider in North Carolina to report both positive and negative cases, but that's only if they conduct or order COVID-19 testing. And so that's pretty much my update for today, so thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Wright. We appreciate all you and your team do to support our businesses and our community partners as they think about how to continue to wrestle with COVID-19. So thank you so much for that. We'll turn it over now to Mr. Brian Bird, Director of Emergency Services. Mr. Bird.
Good afternoon, Mr. Eller. Thanks for the opportunity, sir. In the past week, again, North Carolina is seeing a significant increase in COVID cases. Emergency management continues to spread the word that we need to wear a face covering, wait 6 feet apart, and wash our hands. It really is that simple when it comes to slowing down the spread of this sickness, and there's nothing complicated about showing respect to those around us by following these instructions. So we encourage everyone to do that. Within the next 2 weeks, Emergency Management, in cooperation with the North Carolina Office of EMS, will open a PPE distribution center in Mocksville. This will enable the Central Branch region to have an easily accessible location in the center of the state in order to coordinate our public safety, public health, and hospital needs. EMS has the overall responsibility for that operation. About a dozen local citizens have been hired to run this operation, with one of the managers being a local person also. As this facility comes online, our North Carolina National Guard troops will be able to deploy to other missions, or maybe just as importantly, to go home. These troops have been committed to the Triad Healthcare Preparedness Warehouse for almost 3 months, and those guys have done a great job, and they're probably ready to get on with their normal life. Local emergency managers have also been asked to continue to promote the 211 information line that's available across the state. This line answers questions and provides resources for food services, public health. They provide mortgage assistance, emergency housing, and they just have a lot of other needs they can meet for the citizens. These lines have received more than 150 calls and texts, and have sent or received 4 million messages to the state citizens. 16,000 resource requests have been provided to our citizens and businesses, and so we encourage everyone to use those lines, and please reserve 911 for our emergencies. Davie County Emergency Services continues to be fully staffed and operate as normal. We'd like to offer our appreciation of those that routinely offer encouragement and to our public safety people and to our public health employees. The kind words mean a lot to these folks. They're doing a tough job, and they're doing a lot of it. So we'd like to thank our community for that. And that's all we have today, Mr. Eller.
Thank you, Mr. Byrd. Appreciate all that you and your crews are doing for us as well. We'll transition over now to Mr. Rodney Pierce from our 911 Communication Center. Mr. Pierce.
Thank you, sir. We're seeing our normal summer call volume increase as people get out and about. Just as a reminder, general questions regarding COVID-19, use the hotlines or the State Information Network at 211. We are still asking our screening questions for medical and law enforcement calls to ensure responder safety and to adequately assess the responders as they go to these calls. We're just asking citizens to be patient as they call in so we can get them the help they need. That's about the biggest update from 911. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. We appreciate all that you and your telecommunicators do for us as well. And now we'll turn it over to Mr. Johnny Lambert, our Public Utilities Director. Mr. Lambert.
Thank you, Mr. Eller. Public utilities are still working under the governor's executive order. That executive order expires July 29th. So we're still in that executive order. It still mandates us to suspend all disconnections, suspend all late penalties from non-payment of bills. And we're asking the public to please, if you have not paid your bills or if you need payment plans set up, to contact our office at 336-753-6090. And as we see more businesses starting to get back to open and open up, the CDC has shared much information about prepping the water and the conditions. So we're asking everyone to please check those out. It's available at the cdc.gov. And it's also available, there's a link to off our website to it. So it's good information to go and read, and it'll keep a lot of the taste and odor issues out of your water. And that's all we have for today, Mr. Eller. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lambert. Appreciate all you and your crews do for us as well. As we tell you every week, if there's any questions you have or any things you want to see in our weekly calls, please go to this site and submit a comment for us. We'd love to hear from you. We will continue to bring guests in as need be. We've already had several present to you in some past calls. We encourage you to go back and listen to any prior sessions that we've recorded to make sure you don't miss anything. But if there are any themes or guests that you would like to see in the future, please let us know, and we'll continue to think about those as we plan for our future weekly sessions. So until our next time together next week, we'll call it quits for today, but we do thank our community for continuing to help us respond, because it takes all of us to do so. And we thank those of you there who look to help your neighbor in need, and also to lend a kind word of encouragement to others. So thanks to all of you out there who are doing that. Thanks for the team on the call today. Until next week, we'll see you then. Thank you very much.